The hardest decision you'll ever make about your business might not be how to grow it. It might be what to say when someone offers to buy it out from under you at a price that makes your palms sweat. I'm Drew. This is Main Street Operator. It's Friday, and today it's one HVAC owner's 90 days deciding whether to sell to private equity and a free tool that hands you back an afternoon every week. Ray Delgado has run Delgado Comfort Systems in Mesa, Arizona for 22 years. Heating and cooling, install and service. The kind of business built one honest repair at a time. 14 technicians, 2 dispatchers, a fleet of 11 trucks. Last year, the business cleared about $1.8 million in earnings before the usual adjustments. Ray is 59. He has no written succession plan, and until this spring, he figured he'd just work until he didn't want to anymore. Then the emails started, then the phone calls. Private equity has spent the last 3 years rolling up the trades, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and 2026 is the peak of it. There are now 18 active HVAC roll-up platforms in the country. The biggest, Apex Service Partners, did roughly 60 add-on acquisitions in a single year and now owns close to 300 businesses. In May, one investor agreed to put around $2 billion into that one platform at a $10 billion valuation. The math driving all of it is simple. The average trades owner is pushing 60 with no exit plan, and steady homeowner demand throws off predictable cash. Owners with 2 to 10 million in earnings are the prize. Ray, at 1.8, was right in the crosshairs. The offer, when it came, was real. Roughly 7 times his earnings. Call it $12.5 million on paper. Ray had never seen a number like that attached to his own name, but he read the term sheet twice, and the conflict was in the fine print. A chunk of that money was an earnout, paid only if the business hit targets he'd no longer fully control. He'd sign a 3-year employment agreement working for the people who now owned the thing he built. The Delgado name would come off the trucks inside 18 months, and the 2 dispatchers who'd been with him a decade weren't guaranteed anything. The turning point came at his kitchen table with a legal pad. Ray stopped asking, "What is my business worth to them?" and started asking, "Why is it worth that much to them?" The answer was that the buyer planned to run a tighter operation than he did: membership service plans, dispatch software, disciplined pricing, techs sold on upgrades. None of that required a $2 billion sponsor. It required Ray to run his own playbook with more rigor. So he counter-negotiated, and when the buyer wouldn't move off the earnout, he walked. Then he spent the next 2 quarters doing the unglamorous work himself. He launched a maintenance membership program, tightened his dispatch, and raised prices on his lowest margin jobs. His earnings are on track to clear $2.3 million this year, and he still owns every dollar of it. The lesson isn't that selling to private equity is a mistake. For plenty of owners near the end, it's the right call. The lesson is that the value a buyer sees is often value you can capture yourself without giving up the name on the truck or the people who ride in it. Know what your independence is worth before someone else prices it for you. Which brings me to the tool of the week, Homebase. It's employee scheduling, time tracking, and team messaging in one app, and the core plan is free forever for a single location. You build next week's schedule from a template, staff claim open shifts, and swap them from their phones, and it flags you before anyone tips into overtime. That last part is where the money is. Overtime you approved by accident is pure margin walking out the door. Setup runs about an afternoon. Add your team, plug in their availability, drag your first schedule into place. Homebase reports that owners save around 5 hours a week on scheduling and admin once it's running. 5 hours you were spending on Sunday nights with a spreadsheet back in your pocket. There's no developer, no contract, and no cost to start. If you're still texting shifts around, that's this week's fix. Next week, we're back to operator intelligence. 3 moves, 3 deadlines. I'm Drew. This is Main Street Operator, and whatever someone offers you for it, run it like you're keeping it.